Dwight Powell and you want to be in drop coverage, you need to be over here in a defensive stance so you're ready to guard Damian Lillard. Like, look at this. Are you ready to guard Damian Lillard right now? No. I don't know what this is, if this is a switch or drop coverage or whatever, but this is horrendous defense by Luka Doncic. I mean, look at his feet. You have no chance of guarding Damian Lillard in any type of ball screen defense that way. Okay, so JaVale McGee has to help with the rim because Spencer Dinwiddie gets beat off the dribble. So as this pass is being made, Reggie Bullock rotates here. Good. Spencer Dinwiddie's got to rotate up at the same time. Like, look at this. This pass is in the air. Spencer Dinwiddie hasn't moved. That's it. See Reggie Bullock feeling out a screen that never gets set. You can't do this. Look at Reggie Bullock right here. See him bracing for a screen that was never set? This was a bad switch. This Mavericks player has no chance of guarding the ball. Okay, so right here, Reggie Bullock's got to slide over. You got to get in the gaps. Your feet have to be set. Okay, in a defensive stance. This player's got to get up and force him here so I can stunt and recover. You have no hopes of guarding the ball defending like this, okay? So, you know. This ball gets rotated. This is the same defender, all right? When this ball gets rotated, you've got to get your feet set in a defensive stance. Like, look at this Mavericks player. Your feet are not set in a defensive stance. You have no chance, again, to guard the ball. Okay, so the Blazers get a turnover right here. Stop. It's a loose ball. So if you're Tim Hardaway, you can barely see here, should be sprinting back now. Like, already starting to get back. Just standing and waiting to see who comes up with the ball. By the way, it's pretty apparent Portland's coming up with this ball. Like, what is Tim Hardaway doing? Like, this late getting back? Now look. So now this player's got to worry about two Blazers players because you're behind this player for absolutely no reason, and he can't guard the ball now. What is this Blazers player do? If Davis Bertans comes to double Nurkic in the post, then this Blazers player's got to stay in the corner. Like, you can't triple team the post. You have no chance of guarding the perimeter. If you're Frank Ntilikina here, you got to just get up and guard. I don't know why are you. It looks like you're gambling there. Yep, can't do it because right now, look what because of this. Now what? See, we needed you here because you want to be able to force this handoff to be this way so the drop coverage is here because now Nurkic is rolling right into backside help. But when, look at, you let the handoff happen this way, now look, there's no backside help. Cannot be hugging Damian Lillard away from the ball. He is going to take advantage of the fact that you're hugging him. Look at how he just created space. See that space he just created? Now you have no chance of guarding him. Like, all because you were hugging him. This is on Doncic again. You gotta be in a defensive stance with your feet set. He is not. His feet are not set. So now he's going to be late to get out to Josh Hart, who blows right by him. That draws a double. That opens up other areas of the floor. Okay, so Damian Lillard gets into the lane, draws a double team. Okay, so all these rotations are great. But Reggie Bullock taking Eubanks here, you got to now come out. Like, there's a third rotation here that Reggie Bullock is just totally ignoring. You're Tim Hardaway Jr. here and you know you're switching, then why are you not just in a defensive stance right now ready to guard? Like, look at this. This is taking too long. See, look what happens here. Damian Lillard's coming off the screen and your feet are taking you uphill. So now you're playing off of your front foot while Damian Lillard's going downhill. OZ transition defense. Why is Davis Bertans backpedaling and not sprinting back? And you don't see this Mavericks player now, but why is this Mavericks player standing here in no man's land? You always have somebody to guard in transition. You should be over here. Like, you're just, again, people just stand in no man's land in transition. Here it is again with Luka Doncic. You gotta get your feet set in a defensive stance. You also have to be seeing the ball and your man, which you're not. So your feet are moving inward, this ball's coming outward, and Damian Lillard is going to smoke you. And right here, if you're Spencer Dinwiddie, you want to angle Damian Lillard here. This is where the drop coverage has to come because Nurkic is rolling right into backside help. Again, when you don't do that, Nurkic, there is no backside help. Again. What is Reggie Bullock doing right here? Okay, again, you gotta be in a defensive stance with your feet set. Like, look at Reggie Bullock right now. Feet are taking him backwards. You're guarding Damian Lillard. Do you think you can guard Damian Lillard right now? No. Again, get your hands off of Damian Lillard. He's going to use that to create space. Stop. See, what we need you to do is be here where you're not so that you can force this handoff to come this way so the drop coverage is here. Because this is Damian Lillard, so you need to drop really high, okay? So now in this player, Luka Doncic doesn't have to worry about Eubanks because when he rolls, there's backside help everywhere, right? But Luka Doncic is worried about Eubanks. He's not dropping high enough. Horrible switch. If you are switching the screen, why is your hand on the screener right now? You should be up level to the screener so you are ready to guard. Like, look at this. You got your hands on the screener. You're underneath the screener. You're not ready to guard. Like, can't do this if you're Luka Doncic. Your back's to your man. You are clearly just paying attention to the ball and not your man. So, yeah, of course that happens. If you're Frank Ntilikina and you're guarding the ball, you can only be focused on the ball. Get your feet set into defensive stance. Look at Frank Ntilikina here. See how he's trying to gamble on a pass right there, leaving his feet? So now you're... What is Reggie Bullock doing here? You're anticipating a screen being set. Well, it's never set. But look at you. Like, there's no screen, so why did... What are you doing? Okay, so Spencer Dinwiddie's getting in backside help here. Well, you see a screen coming. You got to be here now. Because if a skip pass is made, you got to be able to recover. So Spencer Dinwiddie's feet aren't set. His feet are moving him inward. So now on this skip pass, you have no chance.